So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna test this mic out. Make sure it's working properly. Make sure it's working good. Make sure it's working right. What's going on? What's going on? Let me check this mic out. Let me check it out. So we're here. Got a lot to talk about. Let me hear the sound real quick. Self tests. Self tests. We're here. Got a lot to talk about. Self tests. Self tests. Okay, not that bad. Don't sound bad at all. So we got a lot to talk about, man. Welcome to the night show on my second edition. And today we're gonna get into some topics. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about that crazy milk crate challenge that's going on. Lewis Jr., what's going on? We're gonna talk about that crazy Calvin League, what's popping? That crazy milk crate challenge that's going on. Yo, people gonna die, man, if they keep on breaking their necks like that. Anthony, what's going on? Somebody's gonna get killed. Somebody's really gonna get hurt. I see these crazy videos. People climbing to the top. Big dudes. That the majority of people I see climbing to the top, they're literally falling on their neck. Louis, he said you told your son, hey, bruh, let me tell you, somebody's gonna seriously get serious. Unless it's out there already that I didn't hear about. Oh, Calvin League, you said a cop got hurt. Somebody's gonna seriously get hurt, yo. And the crazy thing is, even though I would not do something like this, I, I, I don't think I can do it. I know I can do it. Billy Ray, what's popping? I know I can do it because I know I got good balance. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? You know they say this milk crate challenge, it all started in 2011 with a viral TikTok video. I think it started in trying to look it up real quick. But I still did milk crate challenge origin. Want to see where this stuff came from, man. Okay, the milk crate challenge started on TikTok with this orange thought to be on June 2011. So it started in June of 2011, but it really got going lately, right? And my question is, no, I would never try it. I'll never try it, Lewis. Oh my gosh, for real? Y'all look at this, y'all. That's exactly what I'm talking about, man. Somebody gonna get seriously. Well, of course, and you know what? I feel bad for her parents, bro. Billy Ray, that's what I'm gonna get up into next, man. That's what I want to talk about. Where are these people getting these crates? Where are these people getting all this milk crate, yo? It's not only that, right? I remember back in the days when I was a youngster, and let's just say we all was young and we all used to do crazy stuff, right? And let's just say you and your homeboys, y'all say, you know what? Y'all having a drink, y'all puffing on some reefer. You know how we used to do when we was young. And somebody in the back seat, it was always somebody stupid in the crew. Hey, let's go get some milk crate, bro. I'm like, okay. So after you start going to a couple stores and start collecting these milk crates, after a while we gonna come to our senses. We're gonna be like, you know what? This is stupid. This is stupid, man. I'm tired of driving around and hunting down milk crates. I'm sorry for the milk guys because they come to the stores, all their milk crates is gone. The juice guys, whoever used these milk crates. I remember back in the days when I used to DJ, we used to put all the LPs in the milk crates. We used to put the LPs in the milk crates, and then we'll put the 45s in the bread tray. Back in the days, man. But milk crate challenge, guys. If you guys see anybody out there attempting to do this, um, talk to them and just ask them one question. Ask them one question for me. Like, is this the way you really want to go out? Is that the way you want to go out? So that's my 2 cents on the milk crate challenge. If you guys have any, Jamarcus, what's popping, man? If you guys have any of your 2 cents you want to put in, you feel free to add it in. Anthony said somebody is definitely going to get paralyzed. Yep. Lewis say it takes like 70 crates to even do that stupid. It's crazy, bro. Like, who got the energy? I'm telling you, if I'm driving around to collect all these milk crates, at what point? First of all, don't even, like, forget about collecting the milk crates. Where are they putting it? Are they renting like a? Cause you know it ain't going in no cars. Everybody got a pickup truck now for milk crates. They come out with a lot of challenges over the time, but honestly, and I don't like to call things stupid because I don't like to use that word. I don't like to use that word. I really don't like to use that word, but you got to call it what it is, people. I'm not even gonna call it stupid because I don't like to use that word. It is freaking dangerous, yo. It doesn't make sense, absolutely no sense at all to me. It doesn't make a sense on why mom and dad why a family member would have to bury somebody from falling off a damn milk crate. Like, come on, bro. Is that the way y'all want to go out? You know what I mean? So even though I don't like to use the word stupid, you're right, Lewis. I gotta use that word tonight. It is stupid. Super stupid, man. And I wasn't even gonna talk about that tonight. I just seen that in the video, man, and it bothered me, man. It bothered me how this person just fell straight on their neck. They're lucky, bro. They are so lucky. You know what I mean? And we got 6 people in the building. Give me a thumbs up. You know, late night talk show. We go on Wednesday morning, 12:30 in the morning. And we're gonna go Sunday morning, 12:30 in the morning. And we're gonna go. The plan is to go for an hour at least. That's the plan. You know? Before we get into any other topics, man, I made an observation just now, tonight. Yeah, I made an observation tonight, man, and I want to talk about it. I was it was kind of cold in my house, right? But I didn't want to turn down the AC because, you know, other people in the house and they feel comfortable. So I just went in a coat jacket to grab me a sweater, right? And I opened the coat. I don't even coat closet. I don't even know if that's what you call it. You know, the closet that have all the coats and jacket and stuff in it. Is that what you call it? A coat closet? I don't even know what it is. It's just a closet close to the front door. And I went there and I opened it. I'm trying to figure out what sweater to put on, yo. And I stood there for a second and I'm like, yo. Because you know, sometimes life just goes by so fast. You don't realize where you're coming from. And I stop and I think for a second. I'm like, yo. It was just yesterday in Jamaica. Me and my siblings were sharing a bed, yo. You know what I mean? We was not dirt poor. We didn't struggle, but it wasn't always like this. You know what I mean? I had to make I had to talk for a while. Like, yo, some of us came a long way, yo. You know what I mean? Some of us came a long way. So that's why I be telling people, man, you gotta enjoy life as you go through the journey. You know what I mean? You gotta celebrate every single one of your accomplishments. You know, because if you don't celebrate it, nobody ain't gonna celebrate it for you. I guarantee you that. Nobody is not gonna care for you and love you like you could. You know what I mean? And that's just facts. Oh man, Lewis, you say hospitals should refuse. That's crazy. But yeah, we got some lease purchase to talk about. And you guys know what lease purchase is. We got 8 people up in the building. Anybody that want to come on live and help me rip apart lease purchase. Nah, we're not gonna rip them apart. But Bass Finder, what's up? But the reason I want to talk about lease purchase tonight because I got a friend that works for Cisco. He makes really good money, right? He's actually thinking about leaving his job to go do a lease purchase with this company called Prime. I think it's Prime. Yeah, Prime. Right? And before I can say anything about Prime, let me try to pull up their lease purchase thing or deal or whatever. Because I'm not going to criticize Prime but I can tell y'all what my friend is doing though. He currently he's currently making around $95,000 a year at Cisco. 401k, insurance. He got a nice house. He's not really into cars like that. He's home every day. And he want to give that up to do lease purchase, man. And he kind of like wanted my opinion. And if there's anybody that did a lease purchase before, feel free to jump on the live tonight. Let's talk about it. But when you think about stuff like that, man, first of all, let me start out by saying that I do understand where he's coming from. Local trucking does get repetitive. Yo, Brandon, what poppin'? I understand where he's coming from. Local trucking does get repetitive. Do the same thing every day. You gotta I guess we gotta deal with more management, stuff like that. I guess right now I'm just reaching, trying to come up with an excuse for my friend. Because to me, if I was him, I'm not giving up my $95,000 a year to go do lease purchase. But we all got a friend that you know, and thank God he don't really watch YouTube like that. Cause I'm not even trying to talk about him. I'm just trying to keep it 100. We all have a friend that if we go to them and get them some honest advice, they're gonna think we're haters or something like that. So sometimes it's just best to listen and say nothing. You know what I mean? We all got that friend. But I'm not leaving a good local job to go do a lease purchase on a truck. I'm not doing it. Anybody ever did a lease purchase in the building? Let me know. Let me know. Now, as I'm researching the payments on lease purchase and stuff like that, it seems like it can get pretty pricey. I'm looking at this one website right now, and saying lease purchase drivers needed $635 to $800 truck payments. I'm gonna read this to y'all. You guys tell me if it's good, because I don't know, people. Tell me if this sounds good to you guys. A lease purchase driver can earn 70% of line haul predictable home time out of Florida. I guess this particular company, they operate in all 48 states. Okay, this is a company called RE Garrison. As I'm looking in the as I'm looking online right now, trying to research. You know what? Let me get off the line. I don't need to research nothing, man. It's not one thing somebody can do out there. You cannot convince me to do a lease purchase. I'm sorry. I'd rather be a company guy. Stack my money and do it a different way. You know what I mean? If you're out there and you're doing lease purchase, you better not be bringing home 14, $1,500 a week and think you're doing something. Because you ain't doing nothing. That's local driver money, people. Local trucking money. But still, I'm not gonna hate on my boy. I'm gonna let him do his thing. I'm not even gonna say nothing to him. I'm not gonna hate right now, people. Appreciate y'all. Billy Ray say he's seen a couple of interviews about leasing, and the majority of guys that have lease say the best thing is a walkaway lease. Bro, I couldn't even tell you what the difference is. I couldn't even tell you. The only thing I can tell you is that a lot of guys, when they're in a good situation, a lot of people, when they're in a good situation, man, they try to overthink. You know what I mean? He's in a situation where he's making $95,000 a year, right? And he think by getting a truck lease purchase, he thinking he gonna make so much more money. When in actuality, I don't think he's gonna make that more money, much more money. But that's just my opinion. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? So I wish him the best. You know what I mean? I mean, if I was at Cisco, I'd probably understand. Cisco is not an easy place to work. You feel me? But I think as a food service driver, I think you should, and this is for any food service driver who's thinking about buying a truck. I think as a food service driver, you should be able to save your money and buy a truck. You know what I mean? You don't have to have a company hold your hands and stuff like that. I don't think you need to go through the route of doing food service because first of all, of going lease purchase. Because first of all, if you don't save money anyway, why you think lease purchase is going to work out good for you? Why? You know, I'm always on YouTube and I hear the cash truck owners go back and forth with the lease purchase guys. And I be listening, yo. And it's like, it's not even a debate. It's not even a debate. And I'm not talking about the guys that have their own trucks that got it from a dealership and making payments on their truck. Those are different guys. They're in a different category. You know what I mean? I'm talking about lease purchase. When you go to a company, they got to make your. They take out a payment every week. Your payment's kind of higher. You know what I mean? Especially those companies where you can only put loads for those companies. That's what I'm talking about. Because me personally, if I was going to go on the road right now to be an owner operator, I would go. I would shoot for a brand new truck. That's just me. And the reason why I would shoot for a brand new truck, I'm gonna tell you why. We were talking about this earlier. The company, if I know anybody that works for Domino's, not personally. I talked to a driver the other day that works for them, but I don't know him. I think he's related to Brandon. I don't know him. I just talked to him one time. But me working for local companies, right? A matter of fact, I got this from Dirty Broke, talking to Dirty Broke. Shout out to Dirty Broke. Me working for local companies. I'm make an observation, right? Make an observation. Most of these companies they keep their trucks until they hit around 450,000 miles. And then boom, they get new ones. They get rid of them. You know what I mean? I guess if you're gonna do lease purchase and the payment's not bad, I guess it can work because I do look at truck as a tool. That's all it is to me, is a tool to make money. You know what I mean? Or you say Road Legend got a walkway lease? He doesn't work for Domino's. He works for Domino's. Got Maryland or something like that. You know, it's plenty of way to skin the skin. It's plenty of way to skin. It's plenty of way to skin the cat. Who the hell come up with that phrase, yo? Why the hell would you want to skin a cat anyway, man? Is that the saying? Plenty of way to skin the cat. Is that the saying? Who the hell would want to hurt a little cat, bro? You know what I mean? To me, when it comes to trucking, man, it's all about it's simple math, minimizing your expenses and making money. You know what I mean? You gotta learn. You gotta know how to calculate stuff like that. You know what I mean? You got a lot of people. They're buying trucks and they don't know what the hell they're getting into. Because a lot of people, man, they'll see a good paint job on a truck and they'll look at the tires and see that the tires are brand new. And believe it or not, I swear to you, I swear to you, there's a lot of people like that. I'm not even lying. They'll look at the paint job and they'll look at the tires and then they'll look at the frame. You know how they paint the frame nice and black and glossy when you first go look at a used truck. They'll look at that, man, and they'll be like, oh man, this truck is nice. This truck is nice. You got a nice paint. You got new tires. Inside look good. This truck is ready to go. These are the type of business owners we're dealing with now these days. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, with the money that I'm making, I'll never, ever. Before I do a lease purchase, me personally, I would rather work at Chick-fil-A or something. You know what I'm saying? Because the way people look at life, man, like, people look at life like this, right? Let's just say you're working a local job and you're making 100 a year, right? And you have somebody that's doing lease purchase, he making about he making more than you. So all of a sudden you think you're gonna do it, you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's funny how you always hear like only the successful people talk about lease purchase. It's funny how you only hear the success stories. You don't really hear too much of the negativity. At least I don't. You never really hear too much of the bad. All you hear is success stories. When I make my food service on videos, I keep it real. I talk about all the hard stuff that goes on in food service. You know what I mean? So don't even try to tell me that lease purchase is all nice and dandy. Because at the end of the day, you guys are company, man. Company. You guys are company drivers. That's all y'all is. And it ain't nothing wrong at all with being a company driver. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, when you go to the Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood, you ain't parking that Corolla in the front. That shit got to go in the back. You ain't nothing but a company driver. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's nothing bad with a lease purchase. When you put up to the club, park that 1980 Volvo in the back. That shit is not even allowed in the regular people's parking lot. Cause you're not. Some of y'all ain't doing it. Now, my boy. First of all, I hate to use this word, but I'm gonna have to use this word again, man. And I'm allowed to use this word because friends can call friends stupid. I think my homeboy is stupid, man. For leaving a $95,000 job thinking he gonna make more money in lease purchase to lease purchase a damn truck. He could. He just might. He just might could. Let me know what y'all think, man. I never. Anybody in here ever did a lease purchase? I never did it. Anybody know anybody that doing a lease purchase right now? Are they balling or is they crawling? Are they going up or is they falling? Are they ascending or are they stalling? You know, today I made a video, right? On my way to work today, I made a video. I want to talk about that video for a second. And basically, I was talking about $100 ain't nothing. $100,000 a year is nothing unless you know what to do with it. And I think I'm gonna be honest with you, like this same dude, my same homeboy, he kind of motivated me to make that video. I was talking about his ass, right? Because if you're damn near making $95,000 is damn near $100,000 a year. If you're making that much money and you cannot take your time and save to buy your own truck, like something's wrong with you, man. Something's going on that I don't know about. You know what I mean? Something going on. You know? And there's a lot of people like that, man. A lot of people, they making all this money and they ain't doing nothing with it. They don't know how to save it. They don't know how to flip it. They're not investing. They can't even buy a house. Their credit look like crap. What are you doing? You know what I mean? What are you doing, guys? David Henry asks, can shuttle guys make as much as delivery guys in food service? No. Nope. No. No, no, no. I'm gonna tell you why. Cause we do. All right, just think about it like this, David. If shuttle drivers is making as much as food service drivers, every food service driver want to do shuttle. Shuttle driving is just a nice, calm, peaceful position, right? There's nothing wrong with doing shuttle drivers, right? But the food service drivers, we're like the football players, right? And the shuttle drivers is like the guy cheerleaders that cheerlead with the girls. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it that throw the girls in the sky. And they start looking at. Those are the shuttle drivers. We're the ballers. We're on the field. We're balling. And you guys over there doing y'all thing. It's nice. It's nice. Who would not want to be like this? You know what I mean? So it's nothing wrong with that position. But it's just not doing it as food service driver. It's just I can't even sit here and lie to you. I can't. I can't. I just gotta keep it 100. They're just they're not crawling. They're doing all right. I mean, they make decent money, but they don't make money like it ain't nothing funny. So I'm not gonna tell you that. But a food service driver just have way more ability to make way more. You know what I mean? Yo, Billy Ray, he do want more. You probably hit it on the head, and there's nothing wrong to it's nothing wrong for him to go out there and take a chance. But what I'm trying to say, Billy Ray, but it's good to take a chance. But this is what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying though. He didn't have to go lease purchase though. That's what I'm trying to say. I would support him 100% if he just bought a truck outright. He can buy a truck outright. You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? And it's not good to be content. You're right about that. He wants to progress. You know what I mean? But all I'm trying to say, if you ever thinking about doing buying your own truck, if this ways of doing it, bro, you don't got to go lease purchase. Because first of all, some companies that you do go lease purchase with that controls your load, you pretty much they pretty much got you out there on the road as long as they want you out there. And it's not in your best interest to come home anyway. Cause that truck payment do not stop. That truck payment's coming out your settlement every single week. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of times guys go home and they're in a hole. You come back from home time, you're running, 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 and trying to get out that hole. Remember, your kids, the truck payment ain't gonna stop. If you got kids, and my homeboy do got kids, he got 3 kids. They're not gonna stop eating cereal and drinking up all the damn milk and eating cookies and eating all that bad stuff and eating everything in the damn house. You ever seen? Let me ask you a question. You guys, let me ask everybody a question right now. Y'all ever seen little kids attack the fridge? It's like they're like y'all ever seen ants, like how ants move and they work? It's like nonstop, yo. As soon as 6 in the morning hit, they're up on the weekend. It's like boom, 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 back to back, back to back, back to back. Eating up all the food, all the pudding, drinking up all the milk, all the fruits, all the oranges, all the grape. I want to eat some of the grape too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep up with that. You know what I mean? You got to go out there and make sure you keep up with that, yo. Because these kids grow fast. And this grocery is not cheap. A lot of people underestimate the cost and the price of grocery. Grocery is actually a bill, a very expensive bill. So if you start having more than 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, it's a freaking bill. Brad said you really don't make 100K as an owner operator. Profit is more like 60 to 80. Exactly. David, I'm 100% behind that. It saves your body. You know what I mean? So if you're planning on going out there as a lease purchase driver, just plan on not coming home because it doesn't make sense to come home because you got to keep up. You know what I mean? You got to keep up. And to me, to be a lease purchase driver tied up into one company, to me, is not a smart idea right now because I talk to a lot of owner operators and I hear the rates that they're paying out there. TJ, what's going on? And they're paying some high rates. So why would you want to tie yourself down to one company instead of hitting the open market and talking to different brokers and try to make the best out of your business as possible? You know what I mean? Like some people, when it comes to business, their senses are gone. Like they're not using their common sense. Some people is trying to move too fast. You know what I mean? I want everybody to reach the top. I want everybody to reach the sky. But if you slow down and analyze things, you know what I mean? You'll be all right. Let me tell you something. If you start doing math, if you calculate, you better make sure you calculate right. Just make sure you calculate right, my people. You're not just gonna go on the road and be a millionaire. You need to diversify your portfolio on things that you do. You know what I mean? So the problem with my friend that is making a $95,000, Billy Ray, I'm gonna tell you his problem right now. His problem is social media. He watching too much people out there, and they're getting to his head, right? He think he just gonna go out there and become rich when all he probably had to do was start a little business on the side or something. Can make extra money right there with a little business on the side. You know what I mean? So you'll never hear me hate on the owner operator because I'm pro owner operator, yo. I believe in owner operator. Owner operator been carrying this country for years. Owner operator go places that these company drivers would dare think of going. I just don't believe in a lease purchase deal or being a lease purchase driver or the lease purchase thing. It's just not my thing, yo. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right. You're right, David. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, it might not be enough, but all I'm saying is that I think if you want to level up, this is what I'm saying, and this is what I want you guys to think about, David. If you're trying to level up from $95,000 a year, though, locally, I don't think leveling up is going to a lease purchase deal. It sounds nice. That $3,000 a week sounds good. $4,000, $5,000 a week. It sounds really nice. But still, you start breaking it down. You know how much money these guys spend on fuel for the year? Yeah, Bass Finder. You do spend on more on. Sometimes you spend anywhere from $600 to $1,000 a week. These guys spend a lot of money on fuel yearly. Today I went to plug my tire on my damn car. I went to plug my tire on my car. Some damn got in my tire or something like that. It charged me $15, yo. Everything is going up. Everything is going up. Now, if you a wet lease purchase driver, if you're a new lease purchase driver, you're a rookie, you never did that before, and you got a problem with your truck. So your brilliant idea is to bring it up into your brilliant idea is to bring it to the TA. They're going to undress you. They're going to undress you. I say to anybody, man, if you want to be an owner operator, just do it. But all I'm saying is that just take your time and just try to be a professional. That's all I'm saying. To try to be a professional, guys. We got TJ in the building. He was a successful owner operator. You got to know your numbers. We got 7 people in the building right now. I've been for 54 minutes now. And I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. You know what I mean? Early on, we was talking about that milk crate challenge thing that these crazy people got going on. A lot of people getting hurt. A lot of people busting up their face. Somebody's gonna die. Somebody is going to die. If somebody did die already, I didn't hear about it, but it's like I think the world going crazy, man. Cause who in their right mind would climb some damn milk crates, get to the top just to fall on their face? I'm done. I'm done with this world, man. It's crazy, bro. I'm done. I can't no more with these people. I can't. Crazy. No, it's not good to be regular no more. Nobody's thinking no more. It's like everybody's drinking. Shout out to all the food service driver up in the building. I could definitely understand if a driver want to quit food service. Food service is not easy, and I make sure to tell everybody that whatever I make my videos, I make sure to tell everybody that food service is not easy. It's a very tough job. That's why these companies they think they're paying good, but they they should be able to pay more. Yeah, we want more money. Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you, we do it for the money. You know what I mean? And one of the best paying food service companies out there is McLean. Their drivers is making crazy money. You know what I mean? I got to a point in my life though, I don't really chase money around like that though. You know what I mean? I just know how to make life work. With that being said, it doesn't really matter how much you make. Well, it does. It does. I hate hearing people say it doesn't matter how much you make, it matters how much you save. If you didn't make money, you wouldn't be able to save money. So I think people need to correct that silly statement. It does matter how much you make. Because if you make a little bit of money, how you supposed to save? You know what I mean? So it does matter. It's probably, you know what? It's probably that statement probably came from a broke ass driver, yo. Probably a broke ass driver feeling sorry for himself one day. Probably was sitting around the petrol skillet, eating from the diner and having a conversation, and it just bust out his mouth. He was probably driving for. Shout out to all the Swift drivers. I got my CDL from Swift, so I'm not talking bad about us, but he was probably driving for Swift, and he bust out at the table. He hears some big owner operators talking about money. He hears some owner operators talking about money. They make money like it ain't nothing funny, and he bust out with, "It doesn't matter how much you make. It matters how much you save." Like, shut up, Swift driver. We're not talking to you. Who the hell made up that statement? It doesn't matter how much you make. How you supposed to save money if you don't make no money? Does that make sense? You guys ever think about some of these statements that people make up? Yeah, we all know that you need to save your money. We know that. We know that some people is not going to save their money. We know that. But the fact that they put in the front of the statement, it doesn't matter how much you make, might be one of the stupidest statements that ever came out of my mouth. It doesn't matter how much you make. Because I guarantee you, somebody that's driving around, you know what, I ain't going to put no companies out there. But it does matter. You know what I mean? Any truck driver that listens to this, right? If you feel like you're underpaid, like stop making your job feel like you're special and just leave the darn job, man. Go find a decent job that can elevate your life. You know what I mean? A lot of these companies now they're brainwashing drivers, putting their name on the side of the trucks, buying them T-shirts, giving them hats, stuff like that. Every now and then they give them some gifts, free food. You can keep all that. I want the raise. That's what I want. Because I'm pretty sure when I came into the trucking, I got to get some water, people. When I came into trucking, I don't know about y'all, but I came for the money. I came for the bag. I didn't come into trucking to hang out. Hold on, I'm going to grab some water real quick. I didn't come into trucking to hang out. We came for the bag. Where the bag at? We want the bag and we want it now. We want it now. You know what I mean? A lot of guys, they're wasting time with the company that they work for right now. A lot of owner operators out there wasting time because they don't know how to book loads and they're not being profitable. A lot of people that's doing lease purchase, they're wasting time because their lease deal don't even make no sense. I'm just saying, when it comes to life, just stop wasting time in life, man. You know what I mean? Some people is just a big pile of waste. You ever if you ever let one whole day go through and you haven't done nothing productive for the day, like you're just a big waste. You know what I mean? You're just taking up space on earth. Like, get stuff done. Get it done now. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they're procrastinators, man. You know what I mean? If you got to cut the grass tomorrow, fellas, like, wake up in the morning, go cut it. Like, don't wait till the end of the day, and then the end of the day come, you're going to put it off till the next day. It's never going to be cut. Grass going to get high. All the neighbors going to be looking at you like an idiot. Like, why this guy move in my neighborhood? And stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you're not an idiot. You're just procrastinating. Like, stop procrastinating. You know what I mean? Like, get stuff done and get it done now. You know what I mean? If something that you really want to do in life, just do it. You know what I mean? It's going to be a whole bunch of negative people in your corner telling you you can't do this and you can't do that. But that's just negative energy. And you got to know when negative energy lurks. You know what I mean? You got to eliminate the negativity out of your life. You know what I mean? You have a damn dog. If he looks negative, get rid of him. Nah, don't get rid of your dog. Nah, don't do that. You know what I mean? Kick his ass out of the house, man. Get out of here. What are you looking at me like that? Nah, don't do that. But I'm just saying, though, you got to be around some positive people, man. Because positive people think alike. Positive people get things done. You know what I mean? That's why I put in the topic tonight. Let's talk about trucking and money. You know what I mean? Because when it comes to trucking and making money, a lot of people is confused, man. I see a lot of people making a lot of lateral moves. You know? We got 12 people up in the building. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all hit the thumbs up if it's something you want to talk about before we get out of here. Go ahead. Now we're going live on Wednesday morning, 12:30 in the morning. and we're going live on Sunday morning, 12:30 in the morning. You know, we're just trying to do something different. We're trying to do something for the night peoples that's still up. You know, it's a lot of night people out there. You know what I mean? We're trying to do something for those people. We're trying to do something for the drivers that's out there over the road right now, driving on down the street. All they can do is listen. They can't really comment. Those are the drivers that we're trying to do this show for. You know what I mean? And typically I'm gonna try to keep it at an hour. But if the conversation is good and people is doing some feedback, and you know how sometimes you start talking and you plan to talk for an hour, and an hour can lead up into like 2 hours and stuff like that. We just gonna let it roll, but the plan is to go for an hour. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like talking and stuff like that and expressing your point, like it's really no point. It's really no problem for me to talk for an hour. You know, it's just natural. You know, I don't produce. I don't prep. I don't prep. I don't prep. You know what I mean? I just think about things that I want to talk about, and it just rolls off top of my head. People, you know what I mean? I do not prep. You know what I mean? So, and anybody that want to get into YouTube, man, one thing I can tell you, if you don't know how to like talk about a topic for a long period of time, like it's not gonna work out good for you, because one thing I can tell you for sure, like some of the times you're on YouTube and you're talking about something, right? It's not every minute, like people's not gonna constantly interact with you. Sometimes they just want to hear what you're talking about. So you're basically gonna go on live one day, and if nobody's interacting with you, you're gonna be stuck. And you're gonna be looking crazy just looking at the camera. So one thing I can tell you, anybody that ever want to get into YouTube, always prep for something that you want to talk about. You know what I mean? That's why every time I go live, I always have like 3 subjects that I can get into. Right? It's always a main subject, and just, you know what I'm saying. It's not easy to like. I know it's not easy for people to like get in front of camera and talk to people, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like it's easy for me to motivate people and stuff like that, because that's just my way of just passing along some positive energy. And I don't think I got a negative bone in my body, so that's why I do what I do. You know what I mean? So that comes easy. That comes natural. That's some shit I got from my grandmother. You feel me? And she just passed it down to me, and I'm just passing it on to you guys. I see the way she treated people back in the days. I seen how she greeted everybody that rolled by her. I see how she didn't take no bull crap. You know what I mean? And I just see her as a good leader. You know what I mean? And I just continue. You know what I mean? So to be on a mic and rumble, it's not really hard for me. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't. A lot of people cannot. I dare some of y'all to like get behind this mic and talk for 10 minutes straight. I dare some of you guys. You know what I mean? Like first of all, when you start talking, you gotta have like breathing control, stuff like that. You know what I mean? One of the things I used to do, like you guys hear me talking on my phone right now, right? Or talking on right now. In person, I'm a quiet person. In real life, I'm a quiet person, laid back, quiet. Like if somebody like saw me and they didn't know me like that, they would not even think I do YouTube, because I'm laid back and quiet. But when it comes to like talking to a group of people, that's where I get excited. Like I'm the type of person, right? I'll be at a church. I'll probably be so quiet. Probably got my hands folded together, And then if the pastor point at me, hey, you want to address this church, I get up really quick and start talking, and people probably start looking at me like, yo, that's that quiet dude. Because I always have the gift to like reach a lot of people and talk to a lot of people. You know what I mean? Even when I used to DJ and I used to be the MC, you know what I mean? And talking, you know what I mean? But in real life, I'm laid back and quiet, you know what I mean? But so far, man, on my YouTube journey, we have motivated a lot of people to get their CDL. We have helped a lot of people to get jobs, not only with the companies that I've been working for, but the thing that's unique about me, also help guys get other jobs with the competitors. You know what I mean? And you might look at me like, I know people be looking at me like crazy, like, yo, why is he helping somebody get a job with a competitor? Because no, that's the problem with trucking nowadays. Us truck drivers, we're not moving like a unit. That's why they can do anything to us. Like you'll never need a union if everybody moved like a unit. You know what I mean? So it's important for us YouTubers, us trucking YouTubers, we play an important part to the trucking industry. Cause we put on glass how much these companies are paying. You don't think that's putting pressure on some of these companies? You don't think they're watching? They're watching. They're watching. You know what I mean? So it's actually good for the industry because they can't trick us when it comes to pay. That's why I get so confused with the beverage guys. You know what I mean? Because it's like we're putting it on glass. People is talking about it. And they're just still hanging out. Like they're having a good old time. Like I see them in the gas station stocking and rotating. Like they're just having a good time. Like just being a whole merchandiser. I'm like, damn, you're a truck driver and merchandiser, dude. Rotating products, building displays, and I'm like, bro, you think we work hard as food service drivers? They work hard. They need to watch more social media. That's all I can think about. You know what I mean? Yo, I appreciate everybody rolling up in here tonight. You know what I mean? We gonna get ready to bounce up on out of here. Um, Pretty sure Dirty is going live tomorrow. Um, Try to answer this last question before I go. I want to answer this last question, but I honestly can't because I don't know. Because it confused me. It confused me also when I look at YouTube and see drivers that's doing that. Because first of all, let's take VL for example, right? Or any company. So if a driver leases a truck from one of these companies, then he hires a driver to work for him. That's just too much. Too much cutting into your money. Too much cutting into your profit. And the drivers, they're always gonna leave. You know what I mean? So this is This is my cue. This is my cue to This is my cue to get out of here, peoples. You know what I mean? That's my cue right there. Because you guys know my show is like serious and stuff like that. My show is like 100% serious. Know what I mean? Shout out to my moderators. My moderators, man. Yeah, I'm a, let me think. Hey, y'all see that bull crap right there? I'm a deep sea diver for Ford. Y'all see that? I get the wheels they put into the lake. Can you give me any career advice? Y'all see what we gotta deal with? Y'all see that? And I don't even run a show like that, bro. I don't even got the energy, the time for stuff like that. But that's funny though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know that went over a lot of you guys' heads because a lot of you guys heads, y'all. A lot of you guys, y'all probably think that's a real career. Y'all probably think that's a real. You guys probably think that's a real job. You guys probably think it's a weird job. Yo, I appreciate y'all for rolling up in here. About to get out of here, man. Y'all have a good weekend.